Carlos Ruiz for Regular News here in Hollywood, California, catching up with WBA Super Bantamweight champ Ramón Cardenas. Great fight, man. Split decision. Great event this past Saturday. Unanimous decision. Sorry, let me clarify that. Great fight. Talk to us what the victory meant to you.
I mean, it was just another step towards like the ultimate goal is a world title. You know, the ultimate goal is in a way to fight in a way. So you know, it was a good opportunity. It was a good fight for the fans to watch.
I mean, you're more, better than anybody else knows that rumor around the boxing world is saying that now you know when they move up to 126 pounds, giving the opportunity to fighters like yourself to fight for any of those vacant titles. Your opinion on that?
I mean, I think he needs to. As funny as it sounds, he needs to figure out what he wants to do. Whether he wants to move up or he's gonna fight his mandatory. His mandatory is MJ right now.
Yes.
So he needs to fight MJ. If not, you know, just vacate the title or just move up. You know, ultimately boxing is about fighting the best. You know, I've been preaching that a lot recently, to fight the best. Win, lose, or draw, you have to fight the best opposition that you can find. And so, you know, I think at Super Bantamweight, that's the biggest fight to make, in a way, versus MJ. There's nothing else that really makes a lot of sense. And so, you know, it's one of those things.
Who would you pick for that fight? Between Magdaliev against him?
The thing is, it's I don't want to sound biased because MJ and we train with Joel Diaz. We both train with Joel Diaz, yes. So we're both teammates and stuff. I lean towards MJ because of the fact that he's very strong guy, and you know, and right now he has it where he wants to like prove. Okay. So he's gonna go into that fight with extra.
Like a dog.
Yeah,
trying to get his.
Exactly. Right? So that's why I'm leaning towards MJ, and he's really good. So again, I don't want to sound biased, but I got.
Do you actually think Inoue would stick around at 122? Will that be his next move?
I think he's like anybody. He wants to chase greatness. You know, he's chasing greatness. He's chasing all the titles, undisputed and stuff, on different divisions. So it's hard to see it. It's hard to see what he's gonna do. No one knows what he's gonna do. You know, if that makes sense. Like he's gonna fight David Rey Picasso in May or June. After that, who knows what he's gonna do? It's like a lottery ticket.
That's a fight in Vegas. That's Inoue's next move. Supposedly, there's a big fight in Vegas sometime in April or May.
So it's one of those things where everybody's just waiting to see what he's gonna do, if he wants to fight. Whoever he is, again, it's a lottery ticket, brother. You know, no one knows what he's gonna do.
Will you be ready to be fighting in April or May for any elimination bout, or what will be next for Ramón Cardenas?
Man, I've been chasing, like I told you, man, it's all about chasing greatness. My last guy, if I was 20-0 after 10 months off, the guy before that was a tough guy, and the guy before that, you know, I fought an eliminator before that. So it's just...
You don't want to be fighting another eliminator.
Yeah,
you want the real belt, right?
Exactly. I don't want to just keep fighting eliminators. I want to fight the best that I can fight. And so, you know, I'm just gonna see, you know, talk to my promoter, my manager, and everybody, and see where we go from here. Because, you know, I don't want to keep fighting eliminators, brother. You keep fighting eliminators, you get stuck in fighting eliminators.
What do you think of Pro Box now actually hosting boxing cards throughout the U.S. instead of just Florida? More opportunities, more access to the fight fans attending your fights?
Yeah, of course. I mean, it's like anything, you know, like it's like going back to old boxing, because Pro Box, they want to show like 50-50 fights. They put it on free on YouTube or Pro Box TV, you know, it's free. Yeah. So it's one of those things where they're trying to make it like before, for the best fought the best. And that's
Bryan Acosta, I'm sorry, was he one of your toughest opponents?
Yeah, actually it kind of was. To a certain extent, as funny as it sounds, like, you know, I was beating him 5-1, 6-0 the first 6 rounds. I got lazy. I got caught with a punch, and I went down for the first time in my career ever in sparring and amateurs. So it's one of those things where I could say, oh, that was my toughest opponent because he did put me down. You know, if that makes sense. Like,
it does.
If he didn't put me down, then I would have been like, oh, that was easy.
Right.
But since he did, it was one of those things where it could be my toughest.
You were telling me you're good friends with Alan Garcia.
Yeah.
He's fighting on February 21st at the Showmatch Casino. How far back you guys go with your friendship?
We just met a couple months ago.
Okay.
But you know, the amount of time that you know somebody doesn't necessarily put like the whole.
You guys clicked.
Yeah, we clicked right away.
Cool.
Really good friendship, and it was funny because I actually called him. He was one of the first persons that I called after my fight to talk to him. I wanted to get some advice on how to like kind of handle the situation I was going through and everything. And he gave me the perfect advice in boxing.
All right.
You know, I always told everybody like myself, like, oh, it's boxing, you know, you win, lose, or draw, you fight the best. And so it happened to me where I went down and I was like, fuck, like, you know, like mindset was like, damn, like, what the fuck, like. But, you know, I called him. He's younger than me. That's the crazy thing. I called him.
How old are you?
29.
Okay. You look way younger, man.
I try.
So explain to all the fighters out there. You are from San Antonio, right?
Sir.
So you train with the Diaz brothers in Indio. So that's where you hold your training camps?
Yes, sir.
So you go back and forth, or you actually spend all your training camp here in India?
I spend everything in India. You know, like right now I'm back at home. Well, I'm not fighting right now, so I can watch Alan. And then I'll be back at home in San Antonio. And when I got a fight coming up, then I go to India with Joel.
How many fights have you worked under Joel Diaz's guidance?
This is my third one. Well, this is my third one.
Okay.
My fourth will be next.
So everything's gelling, everything's reaching that point for that world title belt then?
Yeah, for sure. My 3 fights ago, I fought the world title eliminator for the WBC. I fought a guy from Nacho Beristáin's team.
Yes.
I broke his jaw. And it's one of those things where, you know, I didn't get the opportunity, but hopefully, you know, the WBA will give me a shot, or whoever gives me a shot for one of the titles or something.
But just like you said, man, are you currently signed with ProBox?
I'm signed with Samson Lekowicz.
There you go.
And Michael Mader, my manager, my promoter, Samson Lekowicz. So right now we're just, again, I'm an easygoing guy. I'll be willing to work with anybody. Yeah, as long as the money's right, I'll work with anybody. I'll fight anybody. If the money's right.
There you go. So for all those fight fans out there, let me share this with my audience as well. ProBox, your fight, the main event, was seen by hundreds of thousands of viewers out there on YouTube. It was available for free, just like you said. So it's a great exposure. It's great for everybody, and hopefully you'll get that big title opportunity that you deserve, man.
Appreciate you.
And thank you for sharing your time with me, ladies and gentlemen. Ramón Cardenas, WBA super bantamweight continental champ, waiting for the big world title opportunity. Whether it's Inoue, whether it's anybody out there, it's ready. Thank you very much.
Thank you.